So imagine you're some Russian military soldier on Saturday, January 22nd, 2022, 8:02 and 17 seconds UTC time. Then, when checking the radio to hear your next command, all you hear is this. In case you don't recognize this song, it is Austromera Records' Bad Apple. But if I'm being honest, the story I just told is a bit of a gross oversimplification, so let's start from the basics and learn about this secret radio frequency. So a buzz tone of 4,625 Hz is allegedly used by the Russian military radio station UVB-76, commonly known as the buzzer. The radio station operates 24 hours a day with its signature short and monotonous buzz tone that repeats around 25 times per minute, hence the nickname the buzzer. But sometimes this is interrupted by voice transmissions in Russian. The radio station is rather unusual, which is why there are a surprisingly large number of enthusiasts who closely follow any changes in its broadcasts. Everything about the station is extremely mysterious, but it is believed that broadcast started sometime in the late 1970s. The official purpose of the station has never been confirmed by the government or other officials, but the most likely explanation is that the voice messages are broadcast to confirm that military operators at receiving stations stay alert. The radio station also uses its distinct buzzer noise as a channel marker to keep the frequency occupied and practically unusable for other people who may want to use the same frequency to broadcast something else over radio. The station is allegedly located near St. Petersburg in the Leningrad Oblast, which might be here. Some people like to speculate that UVB-76 is a dead man switch system. This would mean that in case of a nuclear strike annihilates the Russian military command, the automated system will stop, which will lead to an automatic counter-strike. However, this is extremely unlikely, and in 2010, the station stopped buzzing multiple times. The radio could simply contain coded communications that send messages to military operators, but who knows. So the whole hijacking situation started on January 7th, 2022, when the sound of someone blowing into their microphone was heard after the beeping signal was halted. Some hours later, a rock song by Kazdanskaya Obohona was broadcasted on the frequency. This type of hijacking can be done by overpowering the wavelength output to take control of the signal dispersion. I've also seen people talk about how it might just be some operator having some fun, but this doesn't seem that likely. Either way, the same day, messages reading sub to SWL were broadcasted to spectrograms. At the time, the SWL Channel hosted a live broadcast of UVB-76's spectrogram and broadcasts. Telegram user AlexBoyo5, Abobo76, and 2 other pirates have claimed responsibility for this act and are largely credited with committing the hijacking. They hijacked the frequency to play various meme songs and images, including Bad Apple. Seems like Aboba is the Toho fan among them. Also put Among Us on it. The reason I'm talking about this song in particular is because the only reason I knew about this incident was because of this classic. On January 19th, the message telegram at AlexBio5 was broadcasted on the frequency. Allegedly, he accepted requests for broadcast over Telegram, which is why You and Owen Was Her was played. Okay, adding this part in while editing. Hijacking involved a lot more than just 4 people, but they're probably the ones responsible for the technical sides of things. Discord calls were used to play various songs, and you could hear the ping here. And honestly, just listening to all this is actually insane, like a real life Fallout or something. Now for the Toho hijackings, and trust me, there's a lot. Also, thank you to Toho Hijacks in the outside world for documenting all of this. Links to Twitter in the description. Toho is a bullet hell game with a huge following, by the way. It's one of the largest communities in the anime otaku sphere thanks to its thousands upon thousands of fanworks. I absolutely love this community, and I also talk about it in this video if you happen to be interested. So Bad Apple was played on January 22nd, and Reimu was on the spectrogram for close to an hour. We Are Japanese Goblin was then played for a short while after. Night of Nights and Last Bro Sister Flandre S then played at around 3 PM UTC. Bad Apple, maybe the most iconic Toho remix ever, then played 3 times in a row on these times. After this, Bad Apple was played over the frequency at least 6 more times, once getting interrupted by Other Toho songs that played were Makisa Stole the Precious Thing, You and Owen Was Her, Last Brutal Sister Flandre S, Cerno's Perfect Math Class, Scarlet Police on Ghetto Patrol, Beloved Tomboyish Girl, Shotoku Legend, True Administrator, Eternal Spring Dream, and Lunar Clock, Luna Dial.
Oppa Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
On January 28th, after so many hijackings, the SWL Channel, the YouTube channel streaming the broadcast, changed the frequency of the stream due to potential legal repercussions. But they eventually switched back to the frequency used by UVB76, which was followed by another bad apple. Finally, to end it all was Night of Nights, the metal cover by Richard E.B., and Bad Apple. Again, thanks to Toho Hijacks in the outside world for documenting all of the hijackings in one central place, but he admits that there may be some he missed. I could not find any similarly detailed sources of information on each hijacking, and although I couldn't talk much about the other meme songs that played over the alleged Russian military radio, I love Toho, so it all works out in the end. Honestly, this is just kind of a cool story. Who knows what the radio is actually used for, but it's just kind of funny that it went on for so long. And yeah, that's all. Thank you all so much for watching. So yeah, I've been pretty busy, so haven't been able to upload much recently, but hopefully that will change. Got a few videos planned, which hopefully gonna turn out pretty well. And yeah, thank you to returning viewers for staying with me, and just thank you to anyone who watched this video. Take care, guys.